Up upon the twilight sun, a man emerges within purple light. He's hungry for some fun. While traveling east, the pink neon paradise awaits. His heart's been won. Purple and pink unite. The spectrum of rainbows converges again. The colors speak to me under the twilight sun. From shore to glistening sand, true love has begun. A twilight sun, the purple light grows and melts with the pink one. Two hearts intertwined, one of reason and one of emotion. The world's been once, been one, one. Purple and pink unite. The spectrum of rainbows converges again. The colors speak to me under the twilight sun. From shore to glistening sand, true love has begun. True love has begun. Purple is the key, is the portal. The other colors converge. Blue, green, yellow, light blue, and orange. The colors speak to me under the twilight sun. From shore to glistening sand, true love has begun. 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 Oh honeybee, you're not my queen. I won't submit to your regime. Your name should not be all in lights. Your face is primed to beat up in fights. B is for beach studs, not honeybee duds. You will never win my love, so long as there's stars above. I'm into guys, hot beach dude jocks, perfect muscles and shaggy locks.
this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Alright, is that better? Okay, let's... Alright, sorry about... Okay, for some reason, yeah, YouTube messed up with my settings again, like it always does. Make sure that I have the correct... There we go, that way there's... Okay, can you hear me now? And I'm going to put the music on as well, because there's going to be some music going on today. Alright, so let's try this again. How's it going, everyone? It's Dr. Blue here, and welcome to a brand new type of stream that I'm doing today. I've asked AI, particularly Notebook LM, to react to my novel, or well, not necessarily my novel directly, but more of the 20 most recent YouTube videos that I've done related to TCS. But the montages and editorials, anything related to Transcendence, those don't count. So it's only the 20 most recent TCS videos where like there's a skit at the beginning, and then there's the guys flex their muscles for a little bit, and then their muscles grow, and then there's some sort of conclusion, call to action kind of thing. So, hey Pajamakin, how you doing? Welcome in. I didn't say hello, so hopefully I said hello this time. And while you're here, I'm going to put the music on. So, it should be a looping soundtrack. Let me see here. Loop all, one loop, or no loop. Okay, so it should be loop all, so that way that way there's a little bit of music background in case you guys, because I got my fan going and I don't want you guys to hear my fans. So, without any further ado, let's hop into the... This is a new mode here. This is internet mode. I don't think I've ever used it on stream. But, so I basically had a Notebook LM. I only found about this today, so I was today years old, blah, blah, blah. And you know the memes. So, let's see what, I had it click its thing, and, oh, so apparently the video is done. So... And then there's also Beyond the Biceps, Unpacking TiStar Blues, algorithm-driven something. So there's a whole different set of categories, but these are the 20 videos that I had Notebook LM analyze. They're listed in alphabetical order, but basically anything from the Dustin video back in June up until nearly present day. The last one I did was the Riker in the Park video. So by the way, there was a new members only video last night, so if you are a member and you haven't seen that, I would suggest checking it out. It's basically a deleted scene from the Riker Park video. So that one was not analyzed because this can only analyze the by the way, is the music too loud or is it too soft, or I don't know if anyone's still in chat or anything reacting, but hopefully the music's fine. But so first of all, I'm gonna keep going. So first of all, we have this thing here called All About TCS. So this part was human. Music is fine. Okay, cool. All right. So and apparently I can have it analyze. I can have it ask questions and see what it says, but the All About TCS part, that part was human written. I can't change the emoji, by the way. The first draft I had it was a bicep emoji, and then they changed it to a selfie emoji. So Yeah. I'm pretty sure the guys take selfies all the time. Anyways, what do you guys want to look at first? You guys want to look at the... I think I was going to save the video for last. And then the audio file, I think I was going to do that third. So I think I'm just going to start with the briefing doc. Apparently there's other things too. Oh, I can download a study guide. Or I can download a frequently asked questions or a timeline. So I'm going to have those generate first. And we're going to do the briefing doc and see what it says first. So let me see if I can... Okay, let's collapse that. And is there a way to make this bigger? Oh yeah, because Tyler is blocking the... Is there a way to make this... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Did I get rid of it? I sure hope not. Okay, so we got... Yeah, this isn't... Is there a way for me to move this so that way... Okay, we're going to have to... Let me see if I'm going to zoom this in. No, that's going to make things worse. So... Yeah, because Tyler's blocking it, and I'd rather not move Tyler. Write these numbers down. 1090 by 499. Okay, we're going to move Tyler over. So, and we're also going to flip him. If I can figure out how to flip him, so because it doesn't really seem transform, flip horizontal. Okay, so Tyler has been moved, so that way you guys can actually read the text. And it was 490, I believe. I screenshotted it. I think it was 490 by 1080. Oh well. I'll change it back and hopefully it doesn't affect... Okay, so it doesn't affect anything else. Alright, so here's the actual reaction part. So, for some, I'm not sure how to make this part bigger unless I post it in a Word document or something. So, and besides, we can always have it ask questions, but we're gonna move Tyler a little further to the left. Alright, so here's what this says. TCS Male Model Agency. Operations, themes, and key personalities. Oh yeah, that's an obvious tell that this is AI written. Yeah, it's always a series of 3. So, and also I should get this out here. I am a human, despite me not feeling like I'm a human half the time. So you can probably tell by the fact that I'm talking to you guys live. I don't think AI has gotten to the point where Control plus maybe to make it bigger. Control plus. Okay. Okay. Well, that's gonna blow stuff up. I don't want to make it too big. I'm gonna push this window up here. Okay. So we're gonna try this instead. Okay. So that's a little. I don't know if that's too big. Whoa, okay, there we go. We're gonna push that up as well. Oh yeah, I can make this part bigger too. Okay, control minus. Sorry about this. I've never... Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out here. Okay, that's too big. Okay, we're gonna shrink this down. Okay, so can we do something like that? Okay, now we gotta move Tyler back. No, don't move that. We're moving Tyler. Come on, Tyler. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, we're gonna move Tyler over here, I guess. Okay, alright, Tyler, you're gonna be on the top right corner. You're gonna float. Yeah, you can be like, yeah, you're gonna be like Pennywise. You're gonna float down here. Okay, so we're gonna do that. You're gonna block. I know what you're gonna do. Your job is to block that. Right there. And actually, I'm gonna make you bigger. So, I'm so sorry, guys. I am trying to figure this out. And yeah, you're gonna go And where is this at? So transform, we're going to flip you back the way you normally face, and you're going to be over here. So that way you're still on the screen, but you're not in the way. And then let me see if I can. Is this thing still? We're going to shrink this up, and then we're going to move this over so that way you guys can see everything. And then Tyler, you move over here. So sorry, guys. Okay, so you're gonna move. You're gonna live right there. All right. So here's what. All right. So now that we have this blown up, and so let's see what it actually says. So all about TCS. TCS male models, muscle, myth, and monetization. So, of course, it's, as I said before, obviously written by an AI. Because they're trying to do the three... They're trying to do, like, it's always the three in a series. Let's see how many end dashes there are. So far, I don't see any. It says save responses or view only. So let's see what this says. TCS Male Model Agency, Operations, Themes, and Key Personalities. This briefing document summarizes the key themes, operational aspects, and prominent personalities within the TCS, presumably the Champion Series. Champion Series? What the hell is that? We all know that if you're familiar with the channel, TCS stands for Tribal Culture Studio, and Jason came up with that name because he thought it sounded cool. So we're already not off to a good start. Or similar branding. Male modeling agency drawing from various male muscle animations video excerpts. So that is, well, and that's because most of the videos that I've posted, I write male muscle animations because TCS is, because most people won't know what TCS is. So here we go. First part, core business model and content strategy. The primary focus of TCS, and indeed the overarching content strategy for the associated YouTube channel, revolves almost exclusively about male muscle display and growth. Well, no shit, Sherlock. This is explicitly stated and reinforced throughout the sources. Dominance of muscle content. Muscle videos account for nearly 3/4 of all the views we get, and it's the only reason we're monetized in the first place. Okay, that looks like it was plagiarized from the Cody cooking video. Yeah, that was, which also, fun fact, the Cody cooking video was the first one that was posted after the channel got fully monetized, which we got monetized on August 5th. Coincidentally, it's the same day as Final Fantasy 14's 7.3, so, which I need to get back to 14, but that's I'm going off on a tangent here. So, muscle videos account for, this highlights the commercial imperative behind their content. Yeah, like, in the, for those of you that haven't seen the cooking video, the Cody cooking video, that one I had a chart which was accurate data at the time, and because I think the channel had around nearly 300,000 views. I think it's pretty much higher than that now because that video was a few weeks ago. So, audience expectation. People tend to tune out unless they see muscles growing, suggesting a clear understanding of viewer preferences and a commitment to meeting them. So I think there's still... because so AI is definitely getting to, like, AI is definitely getting, like, they're definitely being able to pull stuff from the audio, especially since the, so, yep, thanks for the congrats there. Yeah, I've been fully monetized since the 5th, so, and, watch time's been actually, well, the last couple of days haven't been so hot, but... So let's see here. the third tab is rejection of alternative content. Cody, which they need to go to Strongman's Rhythm. Well, actually, no, proper spelling. Cody is spelled with a K. So Cody's attempt at a cooking video is immediately shut down because no one who comes across this channel is going to watch a cooking video. Okay, so they're definitely, the AI here definitely needs to go have a lesson with Strongbad email because they're not even doing proper grammar here. Like, I know that this is like meant to be an essay or something, but at the same time, yeah, watch time is low because the school semester is starting up and people are getting back into the groove. Yeah, that kind of happens. I know that. I know people are, but it also depends on how many. But I know we've talked about this. We've talked about where. We've talked about where. What is it? Where most of my audience tends to be older people, which would be out of school. So, but it says, so having it go down is a little more understandable. Okay, so back to where this was at. Similarly, Riker dismisses Jason's boring fantasy lore about the Beach Tribe as viewers are only here to see muscle videos, dude. Yeah, there should be a comma there. Also, Riker's name is misspelled. Oddly enough, though, they have Cody spelled with a K here, so it's being inconsistency and stuff. Maybe teachers or professors. I don't know. Maybe there should be a professor of TCS lore. I don't know. That'd be like an entire college program or something. You take a class about every single character. What am I majoring in? I'm majoring in TCS lore. Yeah, it's like a 7-year program. Anyways, formulaic approach. Cody observes nearly every video he does has the exact same formula where they all start with some kind of combo. So they're quoting word for word the conversations that I had. Sign me up. Oh joy. Yeah, I'll try to make sure you have knowledge of Professor. So anyways, nearly every video he does has the exact same formula. They all start with some kind of combo. They are full blown quote word for word writing down. I know it's in quotation marks and stuff, but they're doing it's word for word. They're not paraphrasing anything. With some kind of combo like one we're having now, then we flex a bit for the cameras, and then Jace edits the footage to make our muscles grow. This formula is a direct response to audience demand. Yeah, I know audience demand hasn't been hit so hot lately. Like, I tend to get 500 views on the first day, and then everything just tapers off, and I get nothing after that. Emphasis on muscle growth. Many titles and descriptions explicitly mention muscle growth, indicated as a key selling point and a reoccurring post-production effect. This editing magic is a crucial part of the content as seen in transforming skinny and chubby nerds to muscular jocks and transforming a skinny nerd into a muscular god, where physical training is augmented or even replaced by additional enhancement to achieve rapid growth. Well, yeah, what do you think Jason? What do you think Jason does for a living, right? So let's see what we have here. Yeah, so it's mentioning both of the nerd videos that it did, where you have Noel doing stuff with Lee and Brandon and Nathan and all them, and the other one being what was it? The stuff with Noel weight training Brandon. That one did a little better than some of the other more recent stuff, but got a lot of dislikes, which kind of sucks. Anyways, moving on. So that was like the first point. The second point here is key personnel and their roles. And it seems like there's an entire thing here for Jason. So Jason, the founder, photographer, and main character. Well, he is the main character of the novel series. Jason is the central figure of TCS. He is the agency's owner, photographer, and editor with a clear vision, or at least a clear understanding of market demand for the channel's content. Well, behind the scenes though, Jason, yes, is the main character and he's the one who does all the editing, but coincidentally the channel is called TiStar Blue, which was actually named after my social handle way back when. But Tyler is actually more the one who kind of runs the he's kind of the one who runs the channel versus Jason, who does not. Anyways, Jason, okay, so we already did this. We already read that. All right, entrepreneurial role. I've never been good at pronouncing that word. It's my agency, Kyle. Also, I'm the photographer, not to mention the main character. I think there's been a couple times where Jason's mentioned he's the main character in the videos. But, so, content director. He orchestrates, shoots, dictates posing, in quotation here. Now, let's see some poses. Now, flex your guns, Reich, and of course it says it the German way. Reich is, the abbreviation for him is spelled R-Y-K. And is responsible for the crucial muscle growth editing. I'm going to edit the footage and make the guy's muscles grow. Yeah, he says that all the time. Controversial personality. Oh, this will be fun. This is going to be fun. Let's see what the AI says about this. Jason is viewed by some models as eccentric or even a complete nutcase who thinks he's a cosmic god that wants nothing more than the pleasure of himself with muscles, guys. Drake describes him as more of a psycho with a few screws loose who only has friends because he's paying them. That is kind of half true. Because yes, Jason's paying the models, but Jason is paying the models to model for him, not to be his friends. It's just coincidence that, yeah, Jason's dating Noel and Riker's kind of long. Well, Riker has his reasons to be there. So next up is cosmic beliefs. Jason believes he is the arbiter and a legend of the seven lights, claiming to have dreamt of, okay, that's British English, of a cosmic deity where he reunites 7 pieces of God housed within his model's chest to open the gateway to eternal paradise. I know, this sounds like a cult. I know way back in the TCS Talks episodes, I had Cody think that TCS was a cult, but yeah, that's one second. Something popped up on my phone. Okay, we're good. So this belief system is not shared by his models, who dismiss it as him being on acid again, bro. Well, that's a Drakeism. Despite their skepticism, Jason leverages these beliefs to gather his models for shoots. Yeah, Jason has his reasons, and I think the guys kind of know that. Personal life. Noel reveals that Brandon, Jason, and I... No, that's not true. Brandon, or Brandon, period. Jason and I are in an open relationship, meaning that Noel is in a relationship with Jason. Yeah, because they're not doing a threesome. Jason doesn't even know who Brandon is. Indicating a personal connection beyond professional with some of his models. And then there's also part B, which is featured models and their personalities. TCS features a recurring cast of male models, each with distinct personalities and motivations. So we have Riker, once again spelled incorrectly. A prominent and frequently featured model, often paired with Noel, once again spelled incorrectly. Noel's like spelled Noel, except ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Except it's Noel, not Null. That's like nullify. He is a surfer trainer who is all about living his best life. Riker is pragmatic about his involvement with Jason, I'm playing it along since he's paying me after all. Can't bite the hand that feeds dudes. So yeah, they're still quoting the videos. But this one's the surfing video they did fairly recently. He expresses reluctance towards intimate moments in shoots, but generally complies with Jason's directives. He seems to be a veteran model, as Jason refers to him and Noel as senior models. Yes, that's true. Riker was the second model for the agency. Noel was the first one. Noel is the second one here. So, Noel is an engineering graduate student and fitness model. Noel emphasizes the mental and physical aspects of a healthy lifestyle. He is in an open relationship with Jason. Like Riker, he expresses discomfort with guy-on-guy action and kissing Riker for shoots, but ultimately goes along with it due to professional obligations. He also trains friends to get muscular, as seen in the video, transforming skinny and chubby nerds to muscular jocks. Yeah, that's with Brandon there. Noel's not a professional personal trainer, though. He's just doing that because Brandon's an ex-boyfriend of his. There's also Lance, a model and aspiring bodybuilder, car mechanic, and okay, that is definitely grammatically incorrect. Wow. The AI is blatant here, as in, like, I can definitely hear the beeps and boops a mile away. Because that is not a complete thought. He highlights the importance of hard work and dedication in achieving results. He and Kyle are ditto. What the hell? He and Kyle are ditto. They need to... What the hell? Like... There is no way AI is replacing human-generated communication here. By the way, guys, in case you don't know, I write all the scripts. Like, everything the characters say in the videos, I write myself. I don't use ChatGPT. So, because you get stuff like this if you do. He and Kyle are ditto, what the hell? And be recruited by Riker for auditions. Next up is Zach, a freshman on the local university's water polo team and a theater major. He is relatively new to TCS and expresses gratitude for fan support. Okay, so they don't have that much information on Zach. And I usually try to avoid mentioning UC San Diego, but that's the school that the guys go to, or at least some of the guys go to. Jason dropped out of it. Next up, we have Cody, once again spelled incorrectly. A freshman water polo athlete and TCS model. He initially tries to introduce a cooking show, but is redirected to muscle content. Okay, so the AI only cares about Cody in that one time where he was trying to do the cooking video. I know there's a lot more to Cody's character than that if you've read the novels. Next up is Tyler. Tyler is like the junior agonist of the series, and it only has one line here. Jason's cousin who also models for TCS. He is involved in shoots and involves muscle flexing and growth. And that's all that the AI cares about on Tyler. They don't care about anything else. They only care about the fact that, oh, he's just Jason's cousin. No, Tyler's the reason Jason has a modeling agency to begin with. He's a lot more involved than that. So, yeah, there's way more to Tyler's character. The entirety of the second novel half of the second novel focuses on Tyler and his own character growth from him being an asshole to being slightly less of an asshole. So, there's that there. Next up, okay, this is completely wrong. Glenn is a separate character from Sky. Gabe is Sky's birth name, Gabriel. So it says Sky is a water polo player who's big bro, likely the owner of Merc Evolution. At least they spelled Merc Evolution correctly. Is also involved in the modeling world. There is a sibling rivalry element to his content. So yeah, Glenn is Sky's older brother, and so they're two separate characters. They are not the same. Okay, so next up is Drake. Drake is Jason's friend and former roommate. He is aware of Jason's cosmic bullshit, but participates and shoots. Participates rather loosely, I mind you. Drake was never hired by Jason to be a model. And the next up we have Dustin. Dustin is a model who is initially hesitant and states he's not getting paid enough for this, but has offered double his wage to comply. Okay, well, apparently the AI does not understand subtlety here. During that video, Drake does say that he was going to offer. Drake offered he was getting offered to pay double his salary, but Dustin wasn't getting paid for that. So 2 times 0, you guys can do the math. He struggles with peck bouncing initially. Next up, we have Kyle. Recruited by Riker, he is initially wary of Jason. He is seen with Lance in Gym Flex videos. Okay, yeah, Kyle and Jason don't really get along, so Kyle is kind of that ultra masculine kind of person who thinks that Jason's a sissy, which he's not wrong. So then next up we have Gage, who is a senior and captain of the water polo team, who this is once again proof that you can't let ChatGPT write stuff for you. If you're pro tip, if you're somebody who is watching this that's going to like college and stuff and writing essays, do not use ChatGPT. This is what you get if you do. Who insisted I do an audition despite not caring about his modeling agency. Next up, and then we have Eliza, who's only appeared in one video, mind you, for like 10 seconds, and yet, so there's definitely a discrepancy as in the importance of the characters. Like, of course, Jason gets this whole paragraph because he's the main character, but then Eliza gets, this is what the hell? Okay, Eliza apparently is more important in the entirety of the TCS world than Tyler. Tyler gets like, how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tyler gets 17 words to describe him, and yet Eliza gets, just eyeballing it, gets nearly double that. This makes no sense. Tyler is like the second most important character in the entirety of the TCS series. Maybe third. You could argue Noel's more important. But, and yet Eliza gets a lot more discussion about this. Yeah, it doesn't even, like, I'm glad it doesn't mention that Eliza is Dustin's girlfriend, but at the same time, yeah, it says a female model who appears briefly in an ad segment in the Make-A-Shoot. I added that part in. Primarily for a non-muscle focused role. An illustration of the agency's male-centric focus. We are a male modeling agency, and we're here to see the guys. Yeah, that's kind of how it works there. Content, themes, and reoccurring motifs. Okay, so next up is beyond the core muscle focus. Several themes and motifs recur across the various videos. So it shows competitions and tournaments. The TCS Model Tournament is a significant event that's been ongoing for the past month or so. I still got to do the poll for the gold medal match, involving fan polls, audition shorts, and a final mega shoot to determine the ultimate champion. This adds a competitive and interactive element for viewers. Heat as a cue. What the hell? Heat as a cue for muscle growth or flexing. Okay, that's, I don't know where this came from. It seems like the AI decided to have a booze day or something. The word heat or heat up here is consistently used as an auditory cue, often accompanied by visual effects to indicate muscle flexing, growth, or a transition to a more intense display of physicality. Okay, that came out of nowhere. Auditions and recruitment. New models are introduced through auditions, often unwillingly or at the behest of friends or teammates. Okay, that's kind of normal. This shows a constant influx of talent and a dynamic within the agency. Next we have behind-the-scenes glimpses. While curated, the conversations and pre-shoot banter often a behind-the-scenes feel, sometimes revealing models' reluctance or cynicism about the process. And then it's quoting Dustin here, "I'm not getting paid enough for this." Well, Dustin, you're not getting paid at all. Next up is monetization and fan engagement. The constant reminders to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and cast your votes in the comments underscore the importance of audience interaction and revenue generation for the channel's sustainability. Yes, that's true. Yeah, if you like the content of I always say if you like the content of these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. The Cosmic Muscles narrative. Jason's elaborate Legend of the Seven Lights provides an unusual and fantastical overlay to the muscle modeling content. While dismissed as the models by delusional, like it should, it serves as Jason's personal motivation and justification for gathering the models and their celestial power. Yeah, there's a whole thing there. Yeah, that's a whole can of worms in itself. Rival agencies. The mention of Merc Evolution, now they misspell it. It should be with a K there. Merc is short for Merkel, their last name. As a rival modeling agency owned by Sky's brother suggests a broader competitive landscape within the male modeling agency depicted. Kyle considers joining them due to Jason's eccentricities. Well, good luck with that. Sky threw your audition in the trash. So next up is everyday settings for shoots. Shoots take place in various locations, including apartment pools, condos, parks, gyms, saunas, and kitchens. Okay, it seems like they're putting emphasis on kitchens there. Like, I don't remember a shoot actually taking place in the kitchen. Well, I guess the cooking video kind of was. But that was just Jason playing with Photoshop there, not actually filming Cody in his own kitchen. Bring in a relatable slice of life feel to the muscles displays, and yeah, there's definitely been a lot of mention about that. Next up is reluctance and compliance. Many models express hesitation or direct unwillingness to participate in certain activities, such as intimate moments, peck bouncing, or Jason's lore, but ultimately comply, often motivated by payment or peer pressure. This adds a layer of human dynamics to the otherwise straightforward muscle display. Okay, so at least it's thinking that there is like a human element to the videos, and that's probably why I'm still monetized. Anyways, that is the end of the briefing document. So next up we have... So apparently there is Muscle Men Media Study Guide and Glossary. Oh, I like the fact they used the proper abbreviation for hour there, by the way. So let's see what do you guys want to look at next? Do you want to look at the timeline? Do you want to look at the frequently asked questions? Or you want to look at the study guide? So we're going to go with, I guess if no one responds, I guess we'll go with the timeline. Okay, so... Okay, that... Holy crap, there's a lot of... Okay. What the hell? They can't spell Byerly correctly? Are you serious? Can I type here? No, I can't. It's thinking that... What the hell is this? Okay, I don't... there's... I think a lot of this is redundant. Let's see what this says. Okay. Frequently asked questions about TCS, according to an AI. This gotta be rich. And it never says what TCS stands for. Oh my god, the AI is so dumb. It doesn't know that TCS stands for Tribal Culture Studio. Okay. What is the primary focus of the content produced by the TCS modeling agency? The primary focus of the content produced by TCS is the male muscle animations and photo shoots, heavily emphasizing muscle growth, flexing, and pec bouncing. Okay, so at least it gets that part right. While the agency attempts to incorporate the other themes such as cooking, personal stories, or even fantastical lore, the overwhelming audience preference and channel monetization depend almost entirely on muscle-focused content. As noted by one character, muscle videos account for nearly 3/4 of all the views we get. It's the only reason we're monetized in the first place. So yeah. Who are some of the recurring models and key figures associated with TCS? Several recurring models and key figures are associated with TCS. Jason appears to be the founder, photographer, and main editor of the content, often directing the shoots and implementing muscle growth effects. Noel and Riker, once again misspelled, are frequently featured senior models participating in various shoots, including a tournament and hot tub shoot. Other models who appear regularly include Lance, Zach, Cody, Lance, Zach, Cody, spelled incorrectly, Kyle, Sky, Dustin, Drake, Gage, Tyler, and wow, okay, now it's doing last names. Sorensen is Drake's last name, is spelled with an E at the end, not an S, or not an O there. Byerly, that's Cody. Merkel, that's Sky. Walker, that's Dustin. Okay, at least he gets the last two correct. What is the TCS Model Tournament and who are the finalists? The TCS Model Tournament is a fan-voted competition to determine the ultimate champion among the agency's models. It involves a series of polls, audition shorts, and a final challenge. Okay, so at least it's getting this stuff right. The 4 finalists selected for the tournament are Noel, Riker, Lance, and Zach. The final challenge is a mega shoot at a pool involving singles, duo, and group collection sessions. What is the production formula for most TCS videos, and is there any internal dissatisfaction with it? Okay, so there's a whole... Yeah, a lot of this is getting kind of redundant here. The typical production formula for most TCS videos involves an initial conversation or setup, followed by model selection with the camera, and then Jason editing the footage to visually enhance their muscle growth. While this formula is highly successful in terms of viewership and monetization, there is some internal dissatisfaction. Characters like Cody, now that they spell his name correctly, express a desire for more diverse content, such as cooking, but are quickly shut down due to low engagement statistics. There is also recurring sentiment, particularly from models like Drake and the Merc Evolution contacts, like that Jason's ideas, like his cosmic god lore, are eccentric or nutcase-like, and that the repetitive muscle-focused formula might be getting tired for some users and models. Models sometimes participate purely for payment or to maintain their position. What is Merc Evolution Okay, so what is Merc Evolution and how does it relate to TCS? Merc Evolution is a rival modeling agency to TCS. It is owned by Sky's older brother Glenn, who Sky insists on calling Gabe. Okay, at least it's getting that part right, although Merc Evolution is still misspelled. Merc Evolution appears to be a more established or at least an alternative option for models, with characters like Kyle considering joining it or being encouraged to send audition tapes there. There is an underlying competitive dynamic, with some models suggesting Merc Evolution might offer different opportunities or a break from TCS's predictable formula. What is the Legend of the Seven Lights and who is the Arbiter? The Legend of the Seven Lights, okay, so it's kind of doing that as well. The Legend of the Seven Lights is a fantastical lore concept introduced by Jason, who believes he is the Arbiter. According to his dream-inspired narrative, God split himself into 7 colored lights and then became dormant and sought out 7 boys to house their power. These hosts became powerful influencers, destined to reunite the lights at a fated, it should be with a T there, fated place to reopen the gateway to paradise and reveal the true image of God. Jason, as the Purple Lights host and arbiter, is tasked with gathering the other 6 lights, represented by friends models Tyler, Riker, Dole, Drake, Gage, and Cody, as his proximity to them enhances his power. This cosmic narrative is largely dismissed as nonsensical by his models, who often just humor him. And by humor him, we just mean Riker. What types of muscle growth are frequently depicted or mentioned in the videos? The videos frequently depict and mention various types of muscle growth, primarily achieved through editing. This includes general muscle growth action, pec bouncing, and a focus on expanding the vessels, bodies, of the models to receive celestial blessings. Specific body parts, particularly the pectoral muscles, are often highlighted. This growth is portrayed as a magical or mystical transformation, often initiated by Jason's editing magic. Are there any recurring themes of discomfort or reluctance along the models in TCS shoots? Yes, there are recurring themes of discomfort and reluctance among the models in TCS shoots. Models frequently express reluctance about specific poses, intimate moments, which Jason avoids due to YouTube's monetization rules, or even participating in the shoots at all, often citing that they are only doing it for the pay or because they're dragged into it. Examples include Nolan Riker's dislike of guy-on-guy action, Dustin's desire to go home, and several models' disinterest in Jason's cosmic bullshit or fantasy lore. Some models openly question the value of the shoots beyond displaying muscles, highlighting the tension between creative freedom and commercial demands. Okay, so a lot of this is basically the same stuff over and over again. Apparently there's also a study guide. Okay, so there's a quiz here. Okay, so apparently this is... Okay, so they provide answer keys. Okay. As the creator of TCS, let's see how many of these I get right. Answer each question in 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, Pajama Kid, if you're still here, this apparently would be like a final exam if you were to take a TCS lore class at your local college. So, answer each question in 2 to 3 sentences, demonstrating your understanding of the provided source material. Okay, this is going to be interesting. First question. What is the main objective of a Muscle Shoot Omega Proportions event, and how are the finalists chosen? Okay, I'm going to pull up a Word document and see what we have here. So the first question, it wants me to answer... What is the main objective of the Muscle Shoot Omega Proportions effect or event? So the main objective is to show off the guys and so it's show off the guys and see if, and check to see if the viewers determine who the winner is. So okay, so that's the first one. Describe the conflict between Cody and Jason regarding the content of Cody's Cooking Up Some Muscle Growth video. Okay, so Jason wants Cody to do a photo shoot. At least they have Cody spelled with a K there. So Cody wants to do a cooking video. That's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, here's the third one. Explain the 7 Lights lore and detailed in Cosmic Muscles and Muscle Growth story time. What is the ultimate goal of their convergence? Okay, so the 7 Lights are about the 7 pieces of God, and how Jason wants to unite them so he can go to eternal paradise. So that's pretty much that one. Okay, next one is why are Noel and Riker hesitant about intimate moments and guy-on-guy action in their photo shoots, and what external factor influences Jason's decisions regarding this? Okay, so actually, you know what? We're not going to do all these questions here. Okay, so and then it provides all the answers here. So the main objective, okay, blah blah blah. 7 Lights. Yeah, no, I think I lost everybody when I. Yeah, I definitely lost everybody when I started doing quizzes. Nobody likes quizzes. Oh well. So, yeah, I guess you could read all the answers that the AI decided to come up with. Essay format questions. Okay. Analyze the role of muscle growth in the various videos. Discuss its significance beyond simple physical transformation, considering how it serves as a core entertainment element, a narrative device, and a visual spectacle. I can't believe that the AI here is giving me a study guide on how to do pec bouncing. This is what, yeah, this is a real thing. They came up with questions on how to do muscle growth. Like, I had to analyze 20 of my YouTube videos, and it's having to do it wants me to write essays on the it wants me to do essays on how to do, because oh my god, this is like discuss the dynamic. This is, yeah, like if this novel were taught in schools, this would be like if the novels were taught in schools. Like, it never would be, because there's a lot of not safe for work material in the novels that kids shouldn't be reading. But yeah, the videos are safe for YouTube. That's why I kind of went with this rather than the novels themselves. So, besides the novels are paid and people can watch the YouTube videos for free. Glossary of key terms. TCS, an abbreviation for the modeling agency owned by Jason, frequently featured in the videos. Merc Evolution. A rival modeling agency, TCS model tournament, finalists, muscle growth, pec bouncing. Oh, so it has a dictionary definition of pec bouncing. Pec bouncing, a specific type of muscle flex or movement often requested by Jason, where models move their pectoral muscles. Okay, this is okay. We're getting interesting stuff here again. It has a definition of muscle growth. Muscle growth, as defined by the AI here, is defined as a recurring visual effect in the videos achieved through editing, where models' muscles appear to rapidly increase in size, often signaled by the phrase "heat." What? Heat? Are you serious? Oh my god. Finalists, it shows all them. Arbiter. I'm surprised they didn't really go over what Jason did. So, yeah, that's the study guide. Alright, so we've done all that stuff. We've done all the documentation. Next up, we're going to go ahead and do, like, we're going to do a mind map or something. Okay, so now we have this. So, I know whenever you're a kid in school and stuff, you always had these. We always called them either brainstorm things or when I was in elementary school, it was always a graphic overview. Oh, what speed of brain is this good content or bad content? Hey, Diamond, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing this afternoon? Yeah, it is afternoon my time. So apparently, if I click on these, it's going to show different characters and stuff. So it starts with male muscle animations, and then it splits off into TCS model tournament, that apparently warrants its own section, muscle growth concepts, specific shoots and videos, or models and characters. So, oh yeah, we can move Tyler down. So, you doing alright? Good to hear. So, let's see what the AI says about the TCS model tournament. What the hell? That's not what I wanted. Okay, we're moving Tyler back up there. Okay, so apparently... Oh, I see now. It clicks on this. So if I click on this, then it will show everything here. Okay, so it has all this stuff. I'm not reading all this. I gotta save my voice for tonight. I'm training a new coworker at work, and I gotta save my voice for that. So, muscle growth concepts. Let's see what it says about this. Is there a way for me to split this in? Yeah, okay, there we go. I want to zoom in on... Okay, so it wants me to scroll all the way there. Like, I wanted to see the mini-map. Nope. Okay, go to the mini-map. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I can select all this, and I can move Tyler down. Okay, so move that there. TCS model tournament. So it wants to split into finalists, competition events, or Jason's role. So let's see. It has all of those, and once again, it spells Nolan Riker incorrectly. You posted episode 3 for your Tyler series? Oh, okay. I'll have to take a look at that when I get a chance. So, which character you want to learn about first? You want to learn about Dole, spelled incorrectly, Riker, also spelled incorrectly, Lance, or Zach? I guess we'll go with Noel first. So apparently it says that Noel is a mechanical engineering grad student, which is true. He's a fitness model, which is true. And has an open relationship with Jason. It took you so long to finish it? Yeah, I can imagine. Let's see what it says about Riker here. So it says Riker says he's a surfer trainer and stoked to be a finalist. What about Lance here? Lance being an aspiring bodybuilder, car mechanic, and computer repairs. And then Zach is freshman water polo player, theater major, and hikes in the mountains. So it's got 5 different levels of this like graphic overview. Competition events, audition shorts, preliminary statements, pool photo shoot, and viewer voting. Okay, so it shows location, apartment complex, pool, no intimate pool moments, YouTube rules. Is Zach a new character? Well, he's been around since the freshman video. He was in he was in the freshman video, the initiation of the freshman with muscle growth, and he was also in the tournament and stuff like that. So let's see what it says about this. Okay, so now it's kind of going back to this one. It still spells Riker incorrectly. Riker spelled with a Y. Goal is spelled Noel. It never gets it right. So, anyways, so far this has been kind of entertaining. Okay, so now it says Jason's role in it. So all it says is channel owner, photographer. Jason is not on paper. Jason is not the channel owner. Tyler is. So channel owner, main character. Yeah, one thing that I've noticed that the AI has gotten blatantly wrong is the fact is understating Tyler's role in all this. So let's see what the muscle growth concept says. Editing magic, methods and locations, audience preference. So has dang, gotta rewatch some of the videos because I think I lost track of where I was. Also need to re-listen to the audiobooks. Yeah, the audiobooks, they're still there. The second book I only went as far as chapter 4. Yeah, those were the old voices, so I stopped doing the audiobooks because people stopped watching them. Anyways, we got editing magic, Jason's editing, Merc Evolution editors, methods and locations. So we have here sauna. Oh, at least it spells Riker properly this time, except for the sauna video. Hot tub, Nolan Riker, kitchen with Cody. Cody spelled with a K. Park Riker, condo Riker, calisthenics, Noel's friends. Doesn't spell Noel correctly. Audience preference. Muscle videos account for 3/4 of the views. Monetization dependent on muscle videos. People tune out with the muscle growth. Okay, yeah, that's no brainers there. Of course, we'll still watch them. They'll love them. Yeah. Glad you're still watching them. Appreciate the views. Specific shoots and videos. Holy crap, that's a lot. Okay. I don't think I'm going to click on all those, but that shows all of... How many of those are there? 3, 6, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's almost all the videos right there. Almost all of them. So, that is a lot to take in there. But apparently some of these, they have subcategories. Like the cooking video, originally cooking video, changed to a muscle shoot, involves Riker and Null. Cosmic Muscles and Growth Story Time. Seven Lights Legend. Jason is the Arbiter, the purple light. Friends house the other lights. Goal is to reunite the lights and open the gateway to paradise. Yeah, this is like... Okay, so Noel and Riker in the hot tub. At least they spelled Riker correctly. Single shots, duo shots. Jason wants guy-on-guy action. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the video. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the videos yet. This is how crazy things have gotten. We haven't even gotten to the videos yet. Like, I asked it to do a video analysis of everything, and so that's what I'm gonna end the stream on. So this is insane. I like the amount of leaps and bounds that AI has gotten, and yet it still gets a lot of stuff wrong. I gotta do more Tyler videos though. To be fair, though, it is a computer. Computers only do what they tell you to. Peck bounced into audition with TCS. So now it says auditioning models. And it shows all those people there. Cody, Gage, Noel, Tyler, Kyle, Riker, Sky, Lance, Drake, and Dustin. Your brain is literally processing everything on here right now. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I don't think you were here when I was saying that you could probably do an entire college program on TCS because of the amount of stuff that there is here. I think you came in around the time of the quiz, which I think is just kind of laughable about the fact that that the AI wants to come up with a quiz on my own content here. Like, oh my god, this stuff. Models and characters. Let's see what it says here. TCS models, other characters, and agencies. Okay, so some of this is right, some of this is wrong. Kyle, Drake, and Dustin are not models for TCS, at least not officially. But Noel, Riker, Lance, and Zach are. Cody is. Tyler, kind of. Tyler's like the admin kind of side of things, but he still has the hot bod anyway. Other characters are. It shows Jason, Sky, Gabe. Okay, wait, that's not right. Sky's brother is Glenn, not Gabe. Gabe is Sky's birth name. So that is wrong. And it has a subcategory for Jason here. Thinks he's a cosmic god and dating Noel. Okay, no, Drake thinks that Jason thinks he's a cosmic god. So, let's see what else there is. Sky. Okay, so what the what the hell is this? It's splitting characters up by their first name and their last name. Okay, it's doing that again. It's splitting up characters by their first name and their last name. Oh my god, what's up with these? What's up with this? Sky being a water polo. Okay, so it has that part. It shows. Okay, so that's that part right. Okay, at least it correctly says Eliza's Dustin's girlfriend. Merkel is Sky's last name. Sky Merkel is one character. Oh, I know I'd make a Blocklit on TCS. Blocklit is a quizmaker app. Oh, I see. What the hell? Gilardi, water polo team, not interested in modeling agency. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. This is wrong. Wrong. Oh my god. Gilardi is Jason and Tyler's last name. Wow, you never heard me laugh on like this on a stream before. Oh my. Yeah, I guess it takes a lot for me to get kind of worked up like this. Like, oh my god, this stuff is completely wrong. Jason, yeah, at least it spells Gilardi correctly, but it has Jason. Yeah, Jason and Tyler, they're like, Jason not being interested in the modeling agency. What the hell is wrong with this thing? Jason is the owner of the modeling agency. Jason is the very reason the modeling agency even exists. AI people, what is wrong with this thing? And it still spells Sorensen wrong. It still spells Byerly wrong. It's Byerly, Byerlee. I don't know why it's saying Firely. Like, what the? Like, this is a. I don't want to swear on too much on this stream because I don't want to get demonetized. But oh my god, this is a joke. Yeah, you're right, Diamond. This is a joke. Oh my god, this is so stupid. We haven't even got to the video yet. Brandon, Noel's ex-boyfriend, still spells Noel incorrectly. Like, if you're going to make a graphic organizer, it needs to have a human element in here. This is just, I asked the AI to analyze 20 videos, and this is what it's coming up with. Ty doesn't believe Jason's story. Well, yeah, of course Tyler doesn't. And look at this last one. Oh my god. I did that as a joke in the last video. For those of you that don't know who BMO is, BMO is not a TCS character. I did not make BMO up. BMO is this AI generated cartoon that I kind of threw in just for humor's sake. And the AI thinks that BMO is a actual TCS character. That is not true. BMO, spelled B-I-M-O, is it's an AI generated children's cartoon channel that everyone and their brother hates. And I decided to throw it in there because it would fit Jason's character as this man-child who thinks that, but, like, I threw that in there once, and it decides to come up with its own thing about, the AI writing fan fiction. Oh my god. Like, I mentioned BMO in that video indirectly as the show that Jason's watching, which I'm not going to put a shout out to BMO on here, but like, that is something there. So next up, we're going to go with, I'm kind of scared now to click on this other button here. This AI is stupid, lol, powered by Google. Google apparently owns the world, and yet they can't come up with a proper AI. So, I'm almost wanting to click on bad content right there. Oh my god. Let's see what, okay. Face the music here. Let's see what the agency says. Okay, there's only 2 of them here. TCS, Tribal Culture Studio, which it's still never figured out that TCS stands for Tribal Culture Studio. And then Merc Evolution, still doesn't know how to spell that properly. Oh my god, these... And that's the entirety... You're scared to see what's next? Okay, yeah, that's the graphic organizer. Oh, did I just hit download? Oh my god. Oh good, we're gonna have this for perpetuity. Okay, back to this. That was... Okay, they call it a mind map. Okay, so next up we have a video here. Interactive mode. What the hell? Interactive mode? Are you serious? Alright, guys. I'm going to turn the music off and see about... And see what the... let's see what this is about.
Okay, welcome to the deep dive. So we've just been digging into these transcripts you sent over for the T-Star Blue YouTube channel.
T-Star Blue? What the fuck?
Unique corner of the internet. Very specialized.
T-Star Blue?
We're pretty excited to unpack what we found here.
Yeah, absolutely. And our goal today really is to get under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
What's the main focus? What's driving it? You know, the creative side, sure, but also the money side, the commercial realities.
Yeah, ignore that.
This guy's voice is so
And
boring.
the people involved, the personalities,
Yeah.
how they interact,
Yeah.
especially behind all the flexing. You know,
Yeah, what's going on there?
basically, how does a niche this specific actually get built? And how does it keep going? How does it really operate?
And that why is so interesting here, isn't it? I mean, how does a channel get such a specific identity?
Yeah.
And what happens when you have this, like, grand creative idea meets the algorithm, the hard number?
It's a
Okay,
classic
it's not talking about...
diving into these transcripts, the first
It's
thing
not
that
talking
jumps out
about-
Heister Blue is
Okay, it says my name right there.
it's almost entirely male muscle animations.
Right.
Okay, that's like
playing
75% of my
background
videos.
The muscle growth stuff.
Exactly. It's not just a theme, it's like the whole world there.
And we found out pretty quickly, this isn't just some artistic choice, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's very clearly data driven. There's this video cooking up some muscle growth with Cody,
Okay.
and they flat out say it. Muscle videos account for nearly 34 of all the views.
34 of all the views?
They say the muscle videos are the only reason we're
34 of all the views?
Okay, so
My
that's
channel's at almost 300,000.
people tend to tune out unless they see muscles growing. It's a direct link.
so that must heavily influence what they actually decide to make, right?
Oh, absolutely. It seems to dictate almost everything. You mentioned Cody.
It's not everything.
Yeah,
I
that's
stream
not
games
shut
from
up.
time to time.
Because, and I quote, no one who comes across this channel is going to watch a cooking video. Full stop.
It really shows you how powerful those metrics are. Creative ideas just get pushed aside if the data says no.
Exactly. It's not just economics. It
What
feels
the-
like the algorithm itself is the creative.
They're
direction.
spilling the tea.
Examples of that, where the audience demand just completely overrides everything else.
Definitely. There's another one.
It's almost bullying.
Dancing in the condo with Riker.
Okay.
And in that video, someone says, no one wants to hear about boring fantasy lore for 3 hours.
That's
Fans
not-
are only here to see muscle videos.
That's just Riker's
Fantasy
opinion.
lore, okay, there's
That's just Riker's
Yeah,
opinion.
message.
There are people that have said in the comments
Crystal
that
clear. Viewer
I'm gonna
demand.
pause it here. I'm gonna pause it here. There are people in the comments that have said that they are interested in like the transcendent stuff, and there are people that really like the lore building and stuff like that. But I get people on both sides of the spectrum. So I get people that say, I'm only here for the pack bouncing. That's all I care about. I don't care if you do 1,000 videos that are just nothing but pack bouncing. And I don't care about any of the characters. Like you could tell me, but you're flipping dying right now. I can't believe this. Yeah, this is, we're about 2.5 minutes in, and it's already gotten a lot of stuff. This is a comedy gold mine. I was kind of thinking that was going to be the case, but by the way, I'm going to move Tyler up here. So that way, there we go. I wasn't expecting this to be I was not expecting it to be this funny. I was expecting to get I was expecting the AI to get some stuff wrong, but I wasn't expecting it to be this much, especially with they decided to have a thing here on BMO. I need therapy. Yeah, I think we all do after this. Okay, let's continue with this, and we're not even getting to the video part yet.
The algorithm calls the shots. Other ideas. Doesn't matter.
And it's not just showing off muscles they already have. You mentioned the editing magic.
Mm-hmm. Jason, the owner, explicitly talks about using editing magic to make the model's muscles grow on screen.
So that's part of the appeal, the transformation fantasy.
Precisely.
That's where a lot of the viewers come in.
Seems key to the whole thing.
Okay, so let's talk about Jason, the owner, photographer.
The self-proclaimed main character and boss.
He is the main character.
Mention to it, doesn't he? Beyond just muscles and views, this whole cosmic narrative.
Oh yeah, this is maybe the most unique part. The legend of the Seven Lights.
Tell us about that. It sounds wild.
It really is. So, according to the Cosmic Muscles and Muscle Growth Storytime video,
Okay.
Jason describes a dream where God, shattered into 7 colored pieces. Purple, green, blue, pink, orange, yellow, turquoise.
7 lights.
Yeah.
And he believes these lights are inside 7 different guys, the hosts.
Okay.
The models, presumably.
Some of them, maybe. He says the lights are subconsciously influencing them to reunite.
Reunite for what?
Well, the lights grant celestial power, turn the hosts into powerful influencers. And Jason
Like the
believes
TCS
he is
models?
the purple light, the arbiter.
The arbiter.
His destiny, as he sees it, is to bring all the lights together, reopen the gateway to eternal paradise, and become God's true vessel.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite
that
a
is
vision.
actually
alongside a channel built on pick bouncing.
It's a strange juxtaposition.
Power Ranger ripoff. I wouldn't see it that way. I could kind of see where, with Power Rangers, you had the whole Megazord thing, where each of the 5 Rangers and stuff. But I wouldn't see it as a Power Rangers ripoff. At least I wasn't thinking about it. I know I grew up with Power Rangers when I was a kid, but Power Rangers wasn't really the main influence for the series. All right, let's continue the video, or not the video, but the audio podcast.
Position, isn't it?
So how do the models react when he starts talking about being the purple light arbiter?
Huh. Well, the reactions seem mixed based on the transcripts. You get some clear skepticism.
Like what?
Lines like, "Did you hit the acid again, bro?"
I love that line.
Or just someone saying he's not making any sense at all.
Oh, okay, so not everyone's buying it.
Not by a long shot.
Mm-hmm.
But others seem to just play along.
Yeah, like Riker and Null.
They roll their eyes internally. Who knows?
Add a whole layer to the dynamic on set, I bet.
Absolutely. And speaking of dynamics, it also came up that Jason's in an open relationship with one of the models, Null.
Oh, really?
Okay, at least they're saying Null's name properly. They're not saying Noel. But then again, they could spell Null's name properly, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay. That adds another wrinkle.
Yeah, mentioned in the Transforming Skinny and Chubby Nerds video. So lots going on interpersonally.
Definitely. So, okay, beyond Jason and his cosmic quest, let's focus on the models.
And his cosmic quest. Okay, that if I ever came up with a TCS RPG, then that would be a good name for it. Jason and his cosmic quest. I actually have thought about. I know this is a bit of a tangent here, but I had thought about doing some sort of TCS RPG, at least idea storyline, where Jason and his friends get stuck in the world of Transcendence and they have to try to find their way home. Which would involve trying to get from, basically they all get separated on different continents and they all have to kind of find each other and try to find their way home. So, Cosmic Quest, that sounds like that actually would sound like a cool game. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's continue.
Themselves. They're the faces, the bodies driving this whole thing.
Right. And the TCS model tournament video gives us a good snapshot of some key players. 4 finalists mentioned: Null, Riker, Lance, and Zach.
Tell us a bit about them. What are their deals?
Well, Null, the one in the open relationship with Jason, he's described as a mechanical engineering grad student and a fitness model.
Okay, so it's that
Brains
part,
and
right?
brawn.
His statement was about, like, healthy lifestyle, fueling mind and body, inspiring his family. Apparently, he also helps friends get muscular, including an ex-boyfriend.
Interesting. What about Riker?
Riker's the surfer trainer in TCS model.
Okay, so it's just
Seems
going
more
through
laid
each.
back, all about living his best life.
We mentioned him earlier.
One thing I've noticed that the AI hasn't really covered that much in the analysis is that Riker is a bit of a narcissist. Riker only cares about himself. So I have noticed that it doesn't really show. Yeah, it doesn't really show Riker's narcissistic tendencies, where he only cares about himself. So I guess I gotta start putting that in more future videos and stuff.
Earlier with the peck bouncing punishment video.
Exactly. For not winning some audition.
Yeah.
So
Right.
until playing the game.
Oh.
And there's Lance.
What's his story?
He's listed as a model, an aspiring bodybuilder, car mechanic, and also do computer repairs.
And also do computer repairs. That's not even grammatically correct. He's a model. He is a car mechanic. He does computer repairs. So like he do computer repairs. That's not even grammatically correct. These guys need to go see Strong Bad. Strong Bad needs to have a word with them. So
Talented.
Busy guy.
His statement emphasized hard work, dedication. Seems genuinely into the bodybuilding aspect.
And Zach.
it also doesn't really talk about their families. Well, to be honest, though, most of the videos don't really talk about the families and stuff. Riker's, it doesn't really talk about, the AI only knows so much, and with, Riker's family, Noel's family, and stuff like that, it doesn't, there's been a little bit of discussion about Noel's family and stuff, but it hasn't really gone into too much about the models' families besides Jason and Tyler.
Zach's the newcomer, a freshman theater major on the University water polo team, relatively new to the whole TCS scene.
Okay, so a mix of personalities and backgrounds.
Definitely.
And they seem to have these recurring types of shoots, right, to generate the content.
Yeah, a few formats pop up repeatedly. There are the auditions or contests.
Where they introduce themselves, flex, viewers vote.
Exactly. Like that peck bouncing to audition video. Then you have shoots with individuals or pairs.
Like the mega shoot you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Models pose alone. And maybe pairs like veterans against newcomers. Riker and Null. Lance and Zach.
Often in Speedos, it seems.
That comes up, yeah. Changing into Speedo seems common.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
Yeah,
the big group flex sessions.
At least he's getting that part right.
So what's driving these guys? We talked about Jason's vision, the algorithm. But what about the models themselves? Are they all just in it for the paycheck?
It seems like a mix of motivations and maybe some frustrations, too.
How so?
Well, some, like you said, Lance, maybe, Null, perhaps, seem genuinely into the fitness and modeling side, passionate about it.
Okay.
But others, it definitely feels like they're playing along for the opportunity or the money. Remember Riker's line?
Which one?
I'm playing along since he's paying me after all. Can't beat the hand that feeds, dude.
Right.
Every time he talks about the muscles, it's got you going crazy.
There are others, like Sky and Dustin mentioned in one transcript, who seem kind of reluctant, maybe even dragged into shoots.
So not everyone is super enthusiastic all the time.
Seems that way.
Yeah,
And remember,
try getting
when
Dustin
you
to do
get
anything
involved-
other than
Yeah,
write
they
songs for
avoid
his
them.
band.
Right. Explicitly mentioned in the mega shoot because, one, Null and Riker weren't happy about it, and two,
Let me guess. The algorithm.
bingo. Yeah. Because YouTube's algorithms will kill our monetization. Practicality wins again.
It's not just their own little world either. You mentioned competition.
Yeah, there's this rival agency apparently.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind YouTube
Run by
is
someone's
like-
brother.
Sky's brother, yeah.
the channel.
Models like
try-
Cody and Kyle were apparently approached by them, maybe offers to jump ship. So,
Yeah, that it's all about engagement and stuff. And if I did a bunch of videos on, if I did a whole bunch of golfing videos, nobody would watch them because they're not here to watch golfing. They're here to watch muscles, and so that's kind of where that kind of comes from.
So there's definitely a business competition element too.
Adds another layer of pressure, I suppose.
Probably.
Maybe.
And then you get these sort of unique shoot scenarios mentioned too.
Like what?
Things like the sauna is said to grow our muscles. Or the water polo team flexing, supposedly just for publicity.
Yeah.
And lots of hot tub shoots seem to happen.
Lots of
These
hot
might
tub
be
shoots.
Settings for the same core content, basically.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Whatever facilitates the muscle growth visuals.
So wrapping this up, looking back at everything we've dug through here, it's really quite a microcosm, isn't it, this channel?
It really is.
The channel is a microcosm. What the hell?
Vision from Jason, even if it's a bit out there.
Uh-huh. The cosmic stuff.
Then you have the extremely powerful force of audience demand, filtered through YouTube's algorithm.
Dictating almost everything.
And the models caught in the middle.
It doesn't
with their
even
own
talk about,
motivations,
well,
maybe
I didn't ask it to
reservations.
cover over my
Fascinating.
gaming streams or anything.
It truly is. And when you look at a channel like Tyster Blue, where, the stated goal is basically making content that shows muscles growing, because that's what pays.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much of the stuff we watch online, especially in these super specific niches, is driven by someone's genuine passion.
Oh, it says, I'll watch the videos either way, no matter what you are, because you're an amazing artist and content creator. Always support you in content. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, that means a lot to me. I really appreciate it.
Versus how much is just a very calculated response. A reaction to the numbers, to what the algorithm rewards.
I do tend to
That's
overreact
a
a
really
lot of
interesting
times.
question. What does that mean for creating niche stuff online going forward?
Exactly. How does that shape what gets made, what thrives, and maybe what gets lost?
Definitely something to think about next time you're scrolling, What's really driving the content you see?
Oh, okay, that's the end of that. And apparently there's an interactive mode. Let's see what this says. Okay. So apparently there's an interactive mode here.
Okay, welcome to the deep dive. So we've just been digging into these transcripts Oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hi there. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Anyone there? Oh, I see now. Okay. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you...
Hello there. We hear you loud and clear.
Welcome. So glad you joined us.
Your mic is working perfectly, no need to worry.
We were just about to unpack some fascinating stuff.
Yeah, we've just been digging into these transcripts you sent over for the Tystar Blue YouTube channel.
Right, and wow,
Wow, this is
Well,
gold.
it's definitely a unique corner of the internet.
it really is. Quite something.
Very specialized, as you can probably tell from the titles.
We're pretty excited to unpack what we found here.
And really see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. And our goal today really is to get under the hood,
And explore this particular niche
see what makes it check,
from the content creation side of things.
and its unique audience engagement strategies.
Oh my
So
god,
what
that's
stood
getting
out
all
to you
generic
right
and
away?
stuff.
What's fascinating here is the consistent formula.
Oh, definitely. Like the heat catchphrase.
Yes, that's every. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I want to talk about the heat. I don't know where that came from because that doesn't actually exist here. But the formula is about the same. It is basically.
That's a fantastic observation.
You're right to point that out.
When we were reviewing the transcripts, we noticed it wasn't explicitly written.
But the heat is more of an auditory cue.
It's used in the videos to punctuate moments.
That
yeah, uh-huh.
that's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay, we totally understand why you'd say that.
It's true. It's not in the written dialogue.
It's never actually spoken as words by the models themselves.
Right. It's more of a.
What the hell?
Like a nonverbal.
What the hell is going on here?
It's usually layered over the visuals.
When the muscle growth animation kicks in. Yep.
It's not even there. I don't know what's going on here. What the?
Okay, we hear your conviction on this, and we appreciate you pushing back.
You're absolutely right that you won't find the words heat printed anywhere in the transcripts themselves.
And that's exactly what we found when we looked at them.
Our apologies if our earlier explanation wasn't clear enough on that point.
What we meant by it's there is that it's a sound that's added in.
It's part of the video's production.
It's not a sound! What the hell?
Think of it like a sound effect it plays.
You have to go down, have to get a good laugh.
Videos.
Well,
It's
thanks
an
for stopping
audio
by.
element that emphasizes what's happening on screen.
So while it's not a line of dialogue, it's definitely an intentional part of the content.
It's meant to heighten that specific moment.
When a model flexes really intensely, or the muscles grow,
It punctuates those scenes of muscle flexing and growth.
it creates a specific energy for the viewer.
So while you don't see heat in the script,
You definitely hear it in the actual videos themselves.
it's part of that consistent formula we were just mentioning.
Yes, that's everywhere in the channel's content.
And it sets the tone for those muscle growth segments.
This raises an important question about audience expectation.
It seems like viewers really know what they're signing up for with that kind of cue.
They're there for the muscle content, primarily, just as that heat suggests.
Even if Cody tries to cook.
Right, that cooking video was quickly shut down.
No,
The
thanks,
stats
thank
don't
you
lie,
for being
apparently.
off.
No, the
Okay,
channel
good.
owner, Jason,
Really
made that
appreciate
clear.
it.
Muscle videos account for nearly 3/4 of all views,
It's
Okay,
the
at least they got that part right.
monetization, Actually.
which is pretty wild when you think about it.
What's also interesting is the behind-the-scenes trauma.
Oh, like Null and Riker not wanting to kiss.
Despite what some fans might have wanted.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
a
know
lot
it's
of people do want the
Or
guys
the
just to
"you
kiss.
signed up for this" line.
It adds another layer to the content.
Beyond just the flexing and that heat sound.
Almost like a reality show aspect, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's not just the visual transformations.
But the personalities and their interactions, too.
Even the cosmic BS, as Drake called it.
Jason's belief in the Seven Lights story.
That's a whole other rabbit hole, completely.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
idea that he's the arbiter.
It's a rich narrative he's created for himself.
Whether anyone else believes it or not.
It serves as a unique backdrop to the shoots.
So what does this all mean for content creation in the end?
It shows the power of niche markets.
That's
And how
pretty much
important
what
consistency
YouTube
is
is
for a
young
dedicated
nowadays.
fan base.
Like using those signature sound effects we've been discussing.
Even if the content seems, well, repetitive.
As Cody's friend points out, same old formula.
But clearly it works for this channel.
Tyson or Blue has found its audience.
And they deliver exactly what's expected.
It's a masterclass in knowing your viewers.
And giving them
Yeah,
exactly what they want.
I don't know about
This
that
has
exactly.
been a truly unique, deep.
I'm gonna exit out of that. So, and now we're gonna do probably the big thing here. This is TiStar Blue from Formula to Mythology, and this is apparently a video format. Let's see what this video is. Based on 20 sources. Okay, so apparently it's 5.5 minutes. Excuse me. So this ought to be rich. TiStar Blue from Formula to Mythology. And I don't know if this is like one of those like slideshow thingies. Let's see what this says.
Okay, so today we're going to dive into the YouTube channel TiStar Blue. Now, on the surface, this channel looks incredibly simple. But what seems like just another content farm is actually the tip of a really, really weird...
How dare you call my video content farming? Are you serious? Why are you calling my videos content farms? I don't see any content cows on the TCS pastures. What the hell? That is an insult. And this looks more like a content farm here, like this automated thing here. Like I would never design this.
and...
Whoops.
Okay, so today we're going to dive into the YouTube channel TiStar Blue. Now, on the surface, this channel looks incredibly simple. But what seems like just another content farm is actually the tip of a really, really weird and very deliberate iceberg. So here's...
A really weird... Yeah, a really weird... What the hell? It says a really weird iceberg. Like, oh my god. And look at this. This channel uses one of the most repetitive formats on YouTube, but the reason why it's out of this world... Is this trying to insult me? Oh my god. Is this... This video is really insulting me. Oh my god. I shouldn't get worked up like this because it's it's just AI generated. But is this really what my channel's about?
the big mystery we're unraveling.
It's giving me an existential crisis here.
Why does this one channel use the exact same video formula over and over and over again? Well, the answer is a wild mix of business, what the audience wants, and a surprisingly complex cosmic mythology that you would absolutely never expect. All right, so first things first, let's just talk about the pattern. What exactly goes down in
The repeatable formula, a 3-act structure. What the hell? All right, I'm moving Tyler over, so that way, yeah, we're gonna move Tyler over, and we're going to flip him over this way. That way, you guys can actually see the video. Okay, it says the repeatable formula, a 3-act structure.
a typical TiStar Blue video? Turns out it's a very predictable 3-act play. And I mean, this formula is super consistent. It almost
Okay, so apparently it says video anatomy. Okay, premise, flexing, muscle growth. Okay, that's usually how it goes. They should forget the call to action at the end. But premise, videos start with a simple conversational setup. Flexing, models take their shirts off and flex with the camera. Muscle growth, a special effect is used where muscles digitally grow.
almost always starts with some simple conversational setup. Then the models take off their shirts and start flexing. But the big payoff, the thing you know is coming every single time, is this special effect where their muscles digitally expand and grow. And this isn't random. It's the absolute core of the entire channel. And
It's not the exact core of the entire channel. There's more to it. Like, I stream video games. I do lore videos. I do more than just this.
look, it's not just us on the outside noticing this. The channel's creator, Jason, is so known for this that
Pro tip, my name's not Jason.
his own models talk about it in the videos. This quote actually comes from one of them, basically pointing out that, yeah, everyone knows the drill. The repetition, that's totally part of the plan. It's a feature, not a bug. Okay, so we get what he's doing.
Okay,
But now,
so let's see what the second point here is. The business of muscle. Follow the numbers.
for the big question, why? Why would you stick to such a rigid formula? Well, the answer, as it so often is on YouTube, comes down to the numbers. It's all about what the audience wants. And yeah, the reason is pretty simple. It's about the money. The creator has
Okay, so I don't think muscle videos consist of 75% of the videos that I've done, but it says that. I actually did the statistics here, saying that muscle videos do account for 3/4 of the views, which is kind of where that comes from, and that's during. So it's been a lot of emphasis on the cooking video. So, but I do notice that, like, I kind of like the fact that it just says muscle video 75%, other content 25%, but the chart that I had in the cooking video is a lot more broken down. It doesn't give percentages, but it does give like little bars about how many views it is. But I have an Excel sheet somewhere that has all the views and stuff for every video I did on that was Acrodevs of August 3rd. But let's continue watching the roasting of TSB's channel.
has basically said it himself in his videos that this exact formula is the only reason we're monetized. Why? Because these muscle videos pull in nearly 3/4 of all his views. You can't really argue with that. The algorithm, the audience, they've made their choice crystal clear. And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay, so it's saying audience demand, shirtless models flexing and muscle growth. That's usually what it goes. Creator's passion, fantasy lore, character stories, and world building. Well, I think this time the AI actually hit the nail right on the head. That's kind of, people want to see the shirtless guys. I do want to try to do. Personally, I'd love to branch out into more like lore videos and stuff that explain like the TCS lore and stuff like that, and world building and all that kind of stuff. Although I don't think we need 10 videos on Knowles Professors, but unless you guys want to watch 10 videos on Knowles Professors, but I don't know if the majority of fans want to do that or not.
Because it points to this huge conflict at the heart of the channel. The audience is there for one thing, but Jason, the creator, seems to have a totally different passion. You'll actually see characters in the videos complaining that no one wants to hear about boring fantasy lore, trying to get Jason back to the muscle shoots. It's that classic dilemma every creator faces, right? Do you make the stuff you love, or do you make the stuff that actually pays the bills? Okay, but this is where the story...
Pro tip, this doesn't pay the bills. At least not yet. That's why I have a day job. A universe of lore, the secret mythology. Let's see what this says.
takes a hard left turn into the bizarre. Because Jason isn't just reluctantly making muscle videos, he is secretly like Trojan horsing his real passion project, this deep, kind of out there mythology, right into the heart of his most popular content. And when I say out there, I mean it's so wild that even the guys
It should have there. Jace is a complete nutcase who thinks it's a cosmic god, and it doesn't even quote who said that. That was Drake.
in the videos think he's lost his mind. This quote, it perfectly captures how his models react when he tries to explain this grand cosmic story he believes in. To them, it's just some crazy talk. But to him, this is everything. All right, so what is this crazy story?
It says the legend of the seven lights. It's putting a lot of emphasis on this. A mythology where God splits into seven dormant lights, inhabiting seven boys who are destined to reunite.
Well, it's called The Legend of the Seven Lights. And there's this one video where Jason literally sits his models down on a couch and just lays it all out for them.
Pro
It's
tip,
this
only
creation
Tyler's on the
where
couch.
basically a
Actually,
primordial
right,
god
Granola, too.
shatters into seven different colored lights. And these lights go on to find and inhabit the bodies of seven young men. So let me try to break this down for you. Here's the mythology in a nutshell. First, this original god shatters. The pieces, these seven colored lights, find seven hosts and possess them, subconsciously pushing them to become influencers.
Okay.
Now, why influencers? So they can attract the other lights. The whole goal is a big reunion to reform God. And one specific light, the purple light, is the arbiter, whose job it is to unite everyone. And here's the kicker, the absolute core of all this. Jason claims that he is the arbiter, and his models,
This is rich.
they're the other six lost pieces of God.
This is
So
rich.
this
The cosmic
is where
connection, it all comes together.
This is the big aha moment. How does this completely bonkers cosmic story connect back to that super repetitive video formula we talked about at the beginning? Well, this is it. This is where the business and the mythology finally snap together. You ready for this? Here it is. That signature muscle growth animation at the end of every video, that's not just some silly special effect for views. According to Jason's own lore, it is a literal depiction of his mythology. He calls it the hosts.
I don't know if that.
vessels,
I think that's
releasing their
stretching it a little
cosmic
bit
energy
there.
and expanding their bodies to receive celestial blessings. So yeah, that goofy little animation, it's basically a holy ritual in his universe.
A holy
Mind blowing,
ritual,
right?
muscle ritual.
So what are we supposed to make of all this? I mean, it is a wild ride. From a simple YouTube
this-
formula to what's basically a secret
Why
religion
this
hidden in
niche?
plain sight. But I think it actually tells us something pretty important about what it means to create content and build a community today. And that kind of leaves us with this really big, fascinating question. TieStar Blue figured out how to feed the algorithm while at the same time building
I
a
haven't
secret
figured out shit. If I figured out that, I would have a lot more subs and a lot more people watching right now.
world for anyone willing to look a little closer. He's not just making content, he's building a mythology. And in this age of the infinite scroll, maybe, just maybe, creating a shared, secret universe, no matter how weird it seems from the outside, is one of the most powerful ways to build a real, dedicated community that sticks around.
Okay. So it spent a lot of time just basically roasting my channel. Let's see what else. I wonder if this is about. Oh, apparently I can have it generate a different video. Focus on the different characters of the TCS novel series. Emphasis on Jason, Tyler, Riker, and Noel. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, so apparently it's going to do all that as well. And then, so we're going to see if there's, rather than have focus on the algorithm side of things, I kind of want to see what it says about the different characters. So that's going to probably take a few minutes to figure it out. And yeah, I can always add more. Like, oh yeah, there's also an interaction thing here. So we're going to hit the refresh button here, clear your chat history, and tell me, yeah, let's see what else is out here. So tell me about Jason's cousin, Tyler. So let's see what it tells me about Jason's cousin, Tyler. because there hasn't been a lot of discussion about Tyler though. So it says Tyler is Jason's cousin. Here's what the sources indicate about Tyler. He participates in muscle shoots with Jason. Jason had Tyler audition for something, though Tyler himself was unsure of the reason. Well, yeah, that was... Tyler is involved in reviewing the channel's statistics. He observed that muscle videos account for nearly 3/4 of all... It's putting so much emphasis on the muscle videos. Like, the AI seems fixated on that, when there's a whole lot more than what... It seems like there's a lot more emphasis on the... there's a lot more. There's a lot more to it than just that. So, tell me about the relationship. Let's see what the. Okay, tell me about the relationship dynamic between Riker and Noel. Let's see what this. Let's see what this does. Okay. Are you serious, AI? You just copy and pasted the last... This was the last result. Are you kidding me here? It gives me an answer about Tyler. You guys see this, right? Tell me about the relationship dynamic between Riker and Noel. And it is giving me the exact same response that it gave me for the last question, which had nothing to do with... Which this response here has nothing to do with... Yeah, this response here has nothing to do with like, Riker and Noel at all. So, this... Let's try this again. Like, oh my god, this is really... What is up with the... What is up with this? Like... Okay, here we go. Okay, this is funny. Riker and Noel, also referred to as Noel... Oh my god, are you serious? Share a professional and long-standing working relationship as models for TCS, often being paired together for photo shoots, but they are not romantically involved. Of course they're not romantically involved. They hate each other's guts. Here are... Oh yeah, let's put the music back on. Here are the key aspects of their relationship dynamic. Frequent professional collaborators. They are referred to as senior models for the TCS channel. That is true. They have participated in shoots together before, including one similar to the Mega Proportions pool shoot. They are frequently paired for duo sets and partner routines and photo shoots. Jason even knows he has enough footage for them to use for other projects. Both are prominent models, evidenced by their selection as finalists in the TCS model tournament. Discomfort with on-screen intimacy. Both Riker and Noel, at least they're spelling Noel's name correctly now, have expressed discomfort with intimate moments or guy-on-guy action during photo shoots. Noel explicitly refuses to kiss Riker on camera in the hot tub shoot, saying, "I'm done," if Jason implies they're in a relationship. No romantic relationship. Noel is dating Jason. Okay, they're not spelling Noel's name properly. Crucially, Noel states, "Everyone knows I'm dating you, Noel," clarifying he is in a romantic relationship with Jason, not Riker. Shared professionalism with minor lapses. As senior models, they're expected to be well prepared, though they both once forgot their TCS shirts for a shoot. That was actually a technical glitch, by the way. That's why I threw that in there. They engaged in specific activities like a muscle contest and posting together, showcasing their physiques. Okay, so tell me which TCS model has the largest pecs. Okay, let's see what the AI says about this. So, I know this is what... Okay, so let's see here. Based on provided sources, there is no explicit information stating which TCS model has the largest pecs. The sources frequently mention models flexing their... the sources... Yeah, the sources frequently mention models flexing their muscles and pecs, editors working magic to make muscles grow, specific individuals engaging in pec bouncing, the general focus of the channel being on muscle videos and growth. However, none of the transcripts contain direct comparisons or declarations about one model's pecs being larger than another's. Okay, well, that is kind of true. It doesn't really say which, I haven't really specifically said which character has the largest pecs, but, so I guess there's kind of that there. Discord's acting up. Okay, so. Alright. You guys have any other questions for the AI? It's still generating the video, so you gotta let it do its thing. So, yeah, because it gave me all this other stuff here. Convert to source, convert all nodes to source. No, we're not doing that. Wonder what this is about. Alright. Let's go with the longer. Let's see what the longer one. This might be a little funnier to see about this. Tell me about. Because it was putting a lot of. It was putting a lot of emphasis on. Okay, so we're gonna do. Jason, Tyler, Riker, and Noel. Okay, there we go. So put those there. And then see what that says. It says, come back in a few minutes. Okay. So, if you guys have any other I don't know if anyone has any questions for the AI. It wants, when were the TCS polls posted? Which models are senior TCS models? So it's got, yeah, it has like, it comes up with different questions and stuff like that. We'll just do this. Actually, no, we'll do it on Noel. Write a detailed biography on Noel. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay, so the video's done. So, well, we'll see what the AI says about this, and then we'll do a video thing here. Okay, so now it's got all this kind of stuff here. Noel has an ex-boyfriend named Brandon, who he's trained to become more muscular. He also tends to train his friends who pursue his geeks to get more muscular, although sometimes resorts to Jason's editing for quicker results. Ask who is the most popular with viewers. Okay, so who is the most popular TCS model? Okay, who is the most popular TCS model? Let's see what it says. Based on the provided sources, there is no explicit information stating who the most popular TCS model is. The sources indicate that viewer engagement and popularity are sought through various contests and voting mechanisms. TCS model tournament finalists. Noel. Okay, well, I don't know why I keep saying that. At least they're saying Noel, Riker, Lance, and Zach were selected as finalists in a channel-wide tournament based on a series of polls. Viewers were asked to vote for their favorite among these four after their audition shorts and personal statements. However, the sources do not reveal the winner or which model received the most votes. Flexing contest and viewer votes. Sky and his brother. That's wrong. Wrong! Sky's brother's name is Glenn, not Gabe. Participated in a muscle contest where viewers were asked to judge and cast votes. Okay, what the hell is this? An audition contest involving multiple models, including Cody, spelled wrong, Gage, Noel, spelled wrong, Tyler, Kyle, Riker, spelled correctly, Sky, Lance, Drake, Dustin, and Jason, with viewers asked to comment on who they thought won. Riker was later seen doing a punishment for not winning the audition contest, suggesting he did not win that particular competition. General concept popularity. Tyler, Jason's cousin, reviewed channel statistics and found that muscle videos account for shut up, that's all it cares about! This indicates the popularity of the content type rather than a specific model. While this channel actively seeks viewer input to determine contest winners, the provided tests do not reveal the results of these of these popularity contests to explicitly declare any single model as the most popular. So I guess that's the answer it gives. Let's see what the video. Are you guys ready to laugh some more? Because I'm pretty sure I am. Let's see what this video says. Let's pause the video music. The strange world of TCS. Meet the characters, and it's got a little. This is kind of cool. Halo over a flexing bicep there. 6 minutes and 47 seconds of pure comedy, I hope.
All right, today we're diving into the really, really strange world of the TCS YouTube series. And to do that, we've got to get to know the people at the heart of it all, because trust me, that's where things get truly interesting.
You know, one of the models in the series just comes right out and says it. Nearly every video he does has the exact same formula.
It's talking about the
And that's
same thing
thing.
over and over
We have
again.
to get this right from the start.
What the
whole
hell?
operation is super self-aware. So yeah, what is this formula? And more importantly, who are the people actually living it?
Okay, so before...
Welcome to the TCS. Welcome to the TCS. Is this the cheat? It feels like it's like the cheat instead of like it is the TCS. You know, back in the pandemic, people were asking me about, do you have the COVID? Like unless you're talking about the cheat from Homestar Runner, and I've been mentioning Homestar Runner a lot, but like you shouldn't be having to be put the only belongs in front of the cheat and in front of freeway numbers. Like you just say the 5, you just say the 8, the 805, all that kind of stuff. So
characters, we need to talk about the company they all work for. It's strange. So let's just lay it all out. What even is TCS? Well, on paper, TCS is supposed to be a male modeling agency, but it's not, really. It's a YouTube channel. And
it is, well, it's a fictional modeling agency, but it doesn't know that. Run by photographer Jason for his YouTube channel focused on muscle growth. It still thinks Jason is the owner of the channel when in reality Tyler is.
it's all run by this one guy, the photographer and, let's call him the visionary, Jason Gilardi.
Oh my!
What does this
Are you serious? It's Gilardi, not Gilardi. What is wrong with this thing? Yeah, Jason's last name is pronounced Gilardi. Yeah, it's kind of alliterative in terms of sound. It's Jason Gilardi. So yeah, it's getting all this wrong. This is why you don't trust AI with this kind of stuff.
channel do? It focuses on one very specific thing, animations of his model's muscles growing. And that brings us right back to that formula we were talking about. Almost every single TCS video has this same predictable 3-step dance.
Conversation.
First, you get some conversation between the characters. Then comes the posing and the flexing for the camera. And finally, the grand finale, the main event, the muscle growth edit. That's where Jason does his magic. So let's talk about the guy at the absolute center of this whole universe, Jason. He's the photographer, he's the editor,
At least
he's
they
the
spelled
boss,
Jason's last
he's
name
the whole
correctly.
shebang. And he is this, eccentric visionary who's driving everything forward with a,
Yeah, at least they spelled Jason's last name correctly.
well, a very, very weird mission. Okay, and this is where things go from weird to cosmic. See,
weird
for
to
Jason,
cosmic.
this isn't just about
Lol.
getting views or making cash. No, it's something way bigger. He literally tells his models, I had a dream last night. The 7 lights were to be gathered in one spot. So yeah, we're talking about dreams and prophecy now. And it gets even more specific. He really truly believes that when the 7 lights housed within the pecs of the chosen all converge, the gateway to paradise will open. I mean, let that sink in. His model's pecs are the key to opening a gateway to paradise.
That's what Jason
so this
actually
isn't business,
believes.
Sam. It's a full-on divine quest.
That is
And
what
right
Jason
here,
actually believes.
This is the magic of the whole series. It's this incredible clash. On one hand, you have Jason, who is 100% serious, saying things like, through my dream I learned that I am the arbiter in the story. And then you get the model's reaction. Hey Jace, did you hit the acid again, bro? That's it right there. That's the conflict that drives everything.
So if Jason is the guy with his head in the cosmos, our next character, Riker, is the guy with both feet planted firmly on the ground.
What the hell? Riker is not the pragmatist. What are you talking about? Riker is about as narcissistic as you can get. Like, if this channel were called Reikstar Green, then every video would be about Riker.
He's the total opposite, the hard-nosed pragmatist.
He is not a hard-nosed pragmatist. Jason and Riker must have been separate at birth or something.
He's like the anchor, always trying to drag this whole thing back to reality.
So, who is this guy Riker?
Well, he's a surfer, a trainer, and he's one of the senior models at TCS. But what really defines him, what makes him tick, is his focus on the bottom line. He cares about what the audience wants and what the YouTube analytics are saying. That's it.
And you see this play out perfectly when he just lays into Jason about all the cosmic stuff. Riker is just so blunt. He's like, the fans are only here to see muscle videos, dude. The lore videos don't do nearly as well. See? For Riker, it's not about paradise. It's about view counts.
Well, yeah, Riker only cares about himself.
And he's not even trying to hide why he goes along with Jason's weirdness. He straight up admits it. He says, I'm playing along since he's paying me after all. Can't bite the hand that feeds, dude. It's that simple. For Riker, this is a job. It's a transaction.
All right, so our next guy is another
And of course, it keeps thinking that Null is spelled Null. That is not wrong. That is not right. Null is his official name.
senior model, Noel, who also goes by...
It's not Noel, it's Noel. Yeah, fun fact, Noel was named after Noel Christ in Final Fantasy 13 too.
Null. And his relationship with Jason and with the whole agency, well, it's a lot more complicated. It's personal.
Yeah, check this out. Noel's this fascinating mix, right? He's a grad student in mechanical engineering, and he's a fitness model. But here's the kicker. He's also Jason's boyfriend, and that just changes everything, right? It throws this whole other complicated layer on top of their work.
And you can see that difference in how he acts. He's not cynical like Riker. He's more of Jason's defender. He'll admit, yeah, he...
Actually, that is not a Noel quote. That is a Cody quote, by the way. So the AI got that wrong.
maybe a little bit of a space case, but then he'll immediately add, but he's still a great photographer.
That's a Cody
So
quote.
Noel is the one who can see past all the weird cosmic stuff and still see Jason's actual talent.
Okay, so to round out this core group, we have our fourth character, Tyler, and his connection to everyone is probably the most straightforward of them all.
Tyler's role is pretty simple. He's Jason's cousin. He just shows up and does his thing for the camera. But think about it. His presence is actually super important because it grounds this whole crazy thing in something we can all relate to, family. So now you've got business, romance, and family all mixed up together, which is what makes it all so fascinating.
So let's recap. We've got the dreamer, the business guy, the supportive boyfriend, and the cousin. It's a wild mix.
Yeah.
The big question is, how on earth does this group of people with all these competing goals actually manage to make anything at all?
Yeah, it really makes you wonder,
What
right?
holds this strange
With
world
all this
together?
drama and conflict bubbling under the surface, what is the glue holding this bizarre world together?
I mean, look at this. It lays the whole conflict out perfectly. On one side, you have Jason's mission, reunite God and reopen the gateway to eternal paradise. And then on the other side, you have Riker telling a model, you signed up for this, dude. Be sexy for the cameras. It's this incredible tug of war between, I don't know, art and commerce, faith and reality.
And maybe the most fascinating part of all is that they all know it. The whole thing is incredibly self-aware. You hear the characters openly talking about YouTube stats, the algorithm, getting monetized. They're not pretending this is just art. They know it's a product and they know exactly what rules they need to follow to make it work.
Right.
So it all comes down to these kinds of unspoken rules of the TCS universe. Rule 1, you gotta play by YouTube's rules or you lose your money. Rule 2, give the fans what they came for, and as Riker keeps saying, that's muscles. Rule 3, if you're a model, you just have to sit there and listen to Jason's cosmic stories to get your paycheck.
Oh my god, this is rich. Yeah.
Rule 4, all the personal drama, the relationships, it's gonna make the business messy, always.
Which leaves us with one big final question. When you put all these pieces together, the dreams, the data, the drama, what is this thing? Is it just one guy's super weird passion project? A really cynical business that's just dressed up in weirdness? Or is it something else, like some kind of bizarre social experiment that's just playing out for all of us to watch? And honestly, that's the mystery that makes TCS so compelling.
Okay, so that was definitely something. Yeah. I think we've milked the videos for all we can. Yeah, I've been going for about 2 hours now, and I really appreciate all the support here. So, Thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm gonna take it off from here. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Oh, what fun we had on this awesome day. But it's time to go off on our separate ways. I thank all of you for making this fun. Without your support, it's daunting to run. Remember these times when you're feeling down. Turn those tears to joy. Wear a bright smile.